Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another video. JCNA7 here. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So anyway, the last 24 hours have been extremely hectic. You guys probably know the new NBA Live mobile update has released for only the countries that got the soft launch. So like Canada, Romania, those other countries. So for you guys also in the United States, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow, which is June 25th, Saturday. It's not that long of a wait, but you can obviously download it in advance if you want to create a new Apple ID. But yeah, so that update will be coming out tomorrow worldwide, and everything else is talking about the NBA draft and all these trades that went through. So obviously you guys probably heard about the Bulls trading Derrick Rose to the Knicks. Everyone thought Derrick Rose would be like one of those players that would stay for the Bulls, the whole time through. But injuries kind of stopped him from doing that. So the Bulls are in that rebuilding process, and they decided to trade him to the Knicks alongside Justin Holiday, which I believe is Drew Holiday's brother, if I'm not mistaken, as well as a second-round pick for next year. The Bulls get some solid starters in return. Robin Lopez, a solid center. Jose Calderon, and as well as Jerry and Grant. So those guys are all serviceable starters from the Knicks, and Grant has potential to be something a little bit more. Obviously, Calderon is a little bit getting older, but I think the Knicks got a pretty good trade here. You also get a second-round pick, which could potentially be someone good. Derrick Rose is a little bit of a risk because of his injury issues, but if he plays, he's out there and performing hard, and he could easily get 20 points alongside Carmelo, which would be a pretty interesting pair with Porzingis. So the Knicks doing some good deeds there. But also, I don't think it's on this page, Atlanta, you guys probably know they traded Jeff Teague away. They got in a 12th pick. I'm not really so sure who they selected. We'll go over that in a little bit. And that was a pretty interesting trade. But the one biggest trade from yesterday's NBA draft in the middle was the Thunder trading Serge Ibaka to the Magic. So when I heard this deal, I was like, wait, the Thunder would trade Ibaka, or even would the Magic trade Oladipo away? Because Oladipo is their franchise guard. I'm pretty sure when they selected him, he was their franchise guard. And Oladipo had an amazing season last year. And Ibaka also had a really good season. He's really changed a lot. When he first came to the league, he had that defensive mindset, blocking, whatnot. And now he's kind of changed that offensive mindset. He's starting to shoot threes, grabbing some offensive boards. So that's pretty interesting right there. But as you can see, they traded away Victor Oladipo, Ersan Ilyasova, as well as Domantas Sabonis, who was their 11th pick. And the Magic got in return Ibaka. So Ibaka is a free agent next year, I believe. And the Thunder probably knew that he's going to cost a lot of money to re-sign. Obviously, Ibaka's a hell of a player. But you get Oladipo and Ilyasova, who's actually a serviceable player, can shoot threes at that power forward position. Sabonis might take time to be something, but he has the potential to do something. But Oladipo is something interesting right here. If you're talking about a three, if they had Westbrook and Durant, you're talking about Westbrook, Oladipo, and Durant in the first three. That's like absolutely sick. The athleticism between Westbrook and Oladipo is absolutely amazing. So that's something to watch about. And obviously there's a bunch of other drafts like Chris going to the Suns, I believe. So we'll head over to the draft board and see what picks were drafted and see what was a surprise. So obviously it's a 1-2 player draft. Ben Simmons and Ingram going. And Ingram had got some nice fan sentiment right there. So if you guys don't know, I am a Celtics fan. And the Celtics were trying to pursue a trade. Obviously, they had a couple trades on the block, like Noel and Okafor, but I'm pretty sure the Celtics wanted something a bit better, something like Jimmy Butler, but the trade did not go through, and they ended up choosing Jaylen Brown. And you see that fan sentiment isn't very high right here. So I don't really know what Ainge is doing the whole draft. It feels like we wasted a lot of our picks, but we'll have to see. I trust Ainge if he got something good to see in Jaylen Brown, but obviously, these past couple of picks, Chris Dunn was the absolute steal at the 5th. I think if Minnesota end up keeping him instead of trading for Jimmy Butler, that would be really nice. But Thibodeau probably wants Butler back on his team. But we'll see. And Buddy Hield, I actually kind of wanted Celtics to get Buddy Hield, a proven scorer, because they kind of need that small forward, shooting guard, that stretch guard forward position. And Hield would have been a nice pick for the Celtics, but they went with Jaylen Brown, who's more athletic in my opinion, but doesn't have that shooting touch, as well as Buddy Hield. So obviously Chris was also traded to the Suns, so they got Bender and Chris. So that's 2 power forwards. Bender might take some time to develop, while Chris might be more NBA ready, which is why they chose that. And fan sentiment, that's quite a lot for Sabonis. I don't know why it's that much. And if you guys also know, Thon Maker was the surprise pick. This guy was like Australian. I think he's like a high school guy. He didn't even go to college. And he's chosen 10th overall. But I mean, the Bucks, you got Giannis, Chris Middleton if he's not traded. So really bright future for and Jabari Parker. So bright future for the Bucks as well. We're looking here through the other picks. Obviously, Jamal Murray, nice pick. Jakob Poeltl is a really good pick as well. Some of these guys never heard of Georgios Papagiannis, never heard of him. They traded him to the Kings. That's why Cousins actually said, hope he's praying to God or something, like his picks will be good. But Denzel Valentine, he's a really proven scorer, similar to Buddy Hield. They're both seniors, I believe, and they're probably the most NBA ready in this draft right here. Juan Hernan Gomez is a really good player out of Spain. I like him a lot. Spain is the second best league, pretty much the most competitive league besides NBA. So I think he could be NBA ready as well. And the Celtics, yet again, my Celtics don't know what to choose, and they chose this guy, Gershon Yabusele. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He's from France. A lot of people compared him to the next Draymond Green, but I'm pretty sure he was going like second round in a lot of drafts, and they chose him 16th overall. In my opinion, I thought they should have grabbed Henry Ellison, who went 18th to the Pistons. So that was interesting. Wade Baldwin dropped a little bit. DeAndre Bembry is a nice pick. Malachi Richardson, he was a big help for Syracuse during the whole NCAA tournament. 23rd pick, Ante Zizek for this Croatian guy for the Celtics. I don't know what they're doing as well. I thought something like probably like Bryce Johnson or Furkan Korkmaz from Turkey would have been a nice pick. But we'll see about that. I don't really know. I think Boston, they have a lot of picks, so they have to hoard a lot of international players because they don't have enough roster space. Scala Bissiere dropped a little bit. Obviously, he's young, and he's probably still very raw talent, so he went that far. And I thought the Spurs got an absolute steal in DeJounte Murray from Washington. I think he was supposed to go in the middle, and he dropped all the way to the Spurs as a potential replacement for Tony Parker. I think that was a really good pickup. Spurs always get those good last pickups. And those are the teams without the draft in the first round. Obviously, Thunder, you got the big trade, Cavs, Knicks, Heat, Portland, and Washington. So really interesting draft in this one. It looks pretty interesting. So if you guys want more analysis, comment your favorite team down below, and I'll comment you back on what the future of your team looks like. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's just a quick video, maybe a little longer video, just describing the NBA draft and some stuff that went through if you guys were unsure. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.